pumping, baby.
Yeah, definitely.
Crypto winter is no longer
coming to an end. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I'm saying it's a combined effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to say give credit to Simpsons?
I'm not trying to say give credit to Simpsons. I'm just saying it's funny how the Simpsons does something, and as soon as they do it, the real world like manifests.
You mean the normies?
Yeah, pretty much.
Welcome back
to another week
of Sometimes Crypto,
the unscripted
crypto podcast.
Ew.
Hey yo.
What's up, William? How's this week going? Lots of news? No news?
Not from this week.
Not from this week.
Last week.
There was a lot of things going on last week.
Recording on Tuesday, sometimes you miss the ending.
Yeah.
Or back on another Tuesday.
I mean, something happened yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
With the Simpsons released a NFT episode.
That's not important.
That's not.
Get out
it's somewhat important, but we'll leave it for later.
No, that doesn't matter.
Okay, so what's pressing issues? What's going on?
Verdict is in less than 5 hours.
Less than 5 hours. That's what, like 5 weeks?
I think it was 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
5-week trial. SBF
was found guilty on all counts.
On all counts. What is it? Money.
Well, we could recap that.
This guy's gonna.
So he's found guilty of all 7 charges, 2 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of wire fraud conspiracy, 1 count of securities fraud, one count of commodities fraud conspiracy, and 1 count of money laundering conspiracy. He is set to return for sentencing 2024 March of 2024.
That's the part that got me super confused. I was like, why are they waiting so long to give him the sentencing?
I don't know. I tried to see why. Nothing said. I think it's because the courts are backed up. And then
there's just too much stuff to get
through, and then he's just like, it's gonna be 3 months until it's his turn to get charged, essentially.
Yeah,
from the looks of it.
I also saw that he had another case on him.
The same 5 cases that we talked about.
No, there's a something to do with political.
The same 5 cases we talked about.
Oh, okay.
Those are the 5 separate cases that they couldn't charge.
Okay, yeah. That they chose not to prosecute. They couldn't.
Yeah, the agreement was we won't charge him for these 5. We'll first charge him
for these 7 that he got found guilty of. So then he's got 5 more charges to maybe go to court in the future.
That's up. I think they gave the prosecution till February to decide whether they want to proceed and not charging them because of this guilty verdict. They don't know. They probably will though, but not guaranteed.
Not guaranteed. Yeah. Everyone's super surprised that this court case went by so fast. Literally 5 weeks.
From what I've been reading and hearing, it's because of the very convincing testimonies of his partners in crime. And
all the snitches.
I wouldn't say snitches, but yeah.
All the people that collaborated with the
which they've all signed for lesser
plea deals. They all pled guilty, and they all testified against Sam Bankmen.
Well, even Sam testified.
He did testify, but he didn't.
Thursday.
He testified on his behalf.
Yeah, didn't go so well for him either.
No,
did not work out. It went very bad. I saw these tweets of it's loading up, of what his testimony was, and mainly it was his lawyers first asking the question. He goes, for example, Judge Kaplan, anything before not there, right here. Judge Kaplan, I had to know exactly what happened. The U.S. moved to preclude, but I declined to rule. Facts were at too high a level. Now we had the hearing. No.
This guy over here, this Sam Bankmen-Fried, I wonder if they're going to give him the full 110 years. Because Bernie Madoff's still in prison.
No, he's not.
He's not?
He died.
Oh, shoot. He died in prison.
He died in prison.
He died in prison. It's true. So many people die. Forget.
Some lawyers were saying he might not get the full 110 years.
What?
For a couple reasons.
For a couple reasons?
Mm-hmm.
Half of that?
Maybe even less.
Less than 50 years?
Yep.
That's wild. After defrauding, what, $10 billion?
8?
8 billion. True.
You're just throwing numbers today, dog?
No, I was rounding up. Damn. So less than 50 years? Is
Maybe.
Why?
So the sentencing judge, from what I heard, was they might not go so harsh on the sentencing because so much of the money's being recovered. So that's one reason. That's one reason.
It's not because he did it.
No, but they're saying there's less damages.
Okay.
To those people, because as of right now, the number I heard was like they're at 70%. I'm even seeing another 20 compared to, I think it was Genesis and everyone else. They're like below 50. Like Genesis is like 57% recovery. Celsius is like 30% recovery, 30-something%.
Yeah, very little funds
are being recovered versus in this situation
they found most of it.
The vast majority, and the other 20s could be found, is what they're saying.
Supposedly, yeah.
They're saying they're close to almost 90. Like the current CEO. They're
how much they owe to those people?
To those people?
To the people who put money into the system, into the FTX.
8 billion.
8 billion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You said how much money was owed to
them?
No.
I'm saying like that the money that they are recovering is being found, or like they're coming up with the money. I want to say found because they're coming up with the money.
Well, they're finding it too.
But we talked about how they had like investments into like
but they've also found wallets that have more funds than what they were truly said to have. All that stuff.
Yeah. These people counting on QuickBooks, I'm pretty sure they got things a little bit misplaced every once in a while.
So they're saying that the judge could have an easy ruling for that reason. Just it's going very well, the clawback. Another reason was they're saying technically America is a land of second chances. He's young enough to where you give him 20 to 30, he still gets out 50 to 60. There's still time for him to do something else with his life. They can even give him less than that too.
America's the place of second chances. I think it's also beneficial if what they're going based off of is like the fact that the people are getting their money back. I think the fact that his sentencing is being held off for a few months, that might work in his favor, because if they could come up with a full amount, then
I don't think it's being held back. I just don't think.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that it's being held back because they don't have the money. I'm just saying that happens to work in his favor if they're judging, if they're gonna like sentence him based off of how much money is not recovered.
I also say we're not lawyers, so we're not 100% on this. It's just speculation. Also, a good comparison would be Elizabeth Holmes. She also defrauded investors. I forgot what she did exactly, but she only got 11 years. And she got 2 counts. I think I have it here. She got 11 years. Yeah,
11 years. Significantly less than the 110 that Sam is facing.
But that was her. That's
what you got.
That's her maximum sentence.
Yeah, that wasn't her maximum sentence.
You're comparing it to Sam's maximum sentence.
Yeah, that it's not a fair comparison.
So she got 1 count of conspiracy and 3 counts of wire fraud, with a multi-million-dollar scheme to defraud investors in Theranos, whatever.
That's the company.
That's her company that she used to defraud, and she only got 11 years because they looked at it like she's a mother, she's this age, she should have ideally a chance to redeem herself or whatever they felt.
Yeah. Something that we always talked about when I was doing my bachelor's, it was how white collar criminals tend to have significantly less severe like charges because of the fact that like it's not violent, even though it does affect the lives of like so many people, thousands of people.
Yeah,
it's more organized and it's potentially more like damaging, and yet these white collar criminals face so much less.
Yeah, most of them do.
Mhm.
I mean, Jordan Belfort went to prison for a white collar crime.
And now he's like
He's again a multimillionaire
another
studying courses and stuff. Which, if he's not doing it now, more power to you. He's also not. Probably what's going to happen too if he does get a lesser sentence and he is able to get back on the streets.
Sam,
yes. Just like Jordan Belfort, probably Elizabeth Holmes, they can't do anything with like any sort of securities.
Yeah, no,
like
they're gonna be barred. No one's gonna want them near their business.
No,
I don't know if the government would prohibit them from being it. But
I'm pretty sure Jordan Belfort cannot apply
Yeah.
for a securities license again.
that would make sense also. So Sam's gonna be some type of like advisor.
Right? How to pull it off next time.
Jesus, how to pull it off next time.
But yeah, I'm more surprised on. They're talking about what can happen to all the ones who testified with their plea deals. None of the cameras caught it.
No.
One of our foamy things fell. I thought we paused there. Another thing is that no one from all his everyone took plea deals can get close to like zero, depending on how the judge feels on how their testimonies affected or helped
the case.
Prove Sam's guilty verdict, which I think is also bullshit.
You think they should just be charged?
I think I think they all deserve to get some sort of time in prison for their crimes.
2 years.
5? 10? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely a handful of years at the very minimum.
So you think Sam deserves the maximum?
Hell yeah. I don't trust him.
That wasn't my question. I said, does he deserve the maximum?
110 years?
That's like life in prison.
That is life in prison.
For a non-violent offense.
I don't know. I might just be a little bit biased because I feel like he tarnished this whole like crypto thing.
But we're up.
Yeah, but still, we're up compared to like year to date.
We're up compared to what happened.
Everything? I don't think so.
From FTX collapsing, I think maybe.
Nah, year to date.
We'll pull up Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's up pretty good percentage. But
is that not a fact?
But year to date, not before.
I'm gonna compare it to when it crashed. I'm going right now. Give me 2.
Either way, I remember having conversations with people like, "Oh, look, blockchain technology is super sketchy. Look what just happened." Like everyone got. I was like, "Yeah, but that's not blockchain tech. That's a company." We talked about this before. There's misunderstandings of how like these companies operate, and I feel like he put a pretty bad like stain. I mean, obviously, if the product is good, in this case, blockchain, then that doesn't really matter. But that's why I say I'm a little bit biased, because I was like, damn, this has definitely the potential to revolutionize, change how the economy works, and that alone just slows it down so much, like enough for it to be, in my opinion, detrimental for society. That's why I say give him the full 110 years. He's someone's son. Yeah, but
we're up.
His parents were in on it too.
Alex, we're up.
Up?
Bitcoin, when FTX collapsed, this is Wednesday, November 9th. FTX collapsed November 17th. So let me get even more exact.
Oh, true, because Bitcoin's peak was before the crash.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Current price, I'm gonna go November 19th, Bitcoin's price was $16K. Or doubled.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bitcoin is up.
So he did nothing.
No.
I'm saying he did nothing to market price.
No. Okay. He affected the market price.
He didn't. We're already down. We didn't go any lower than that. His crash didn't affect the price.
It did, but not that much.
No, it didn't.
It wasn't a couple $1,000s? Like, didn't it drop like $4,000?
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm making it bigger now.
My memory must not be serving me then, because From what I remember hearing was, the world's second largest crypto exchange crashed, and
maybe
Bitcoin barely felt it.
So maybe what happened was when the news first broke,
Mm-hmm.
it went from November 7th, because the thing is, 9 days is when he announced it was bankrupt in 9 days. November 7th, Bitcoin's price was 20 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It went down.
Yeah.
November 10th is 17, and then November 17th, it hit close to that bottom. November 18th, 16K.
Mm-hmm. That's the drop that I'm referring to.
Yeah, it dropped $4,000.
Mm-hmm. 4.
And then January 22nd, it was back at 21. 2 months.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, no, I don't think he truly affected the market as big as he did. Also, none of those assets are sold or liquidated just yet. Also, but I'm saying the news itself did not affect the market drastically. Compared to Terra Luna, which truly did bankrupt hundreds of millions of people, which took their accounts that were hundreds of millions of dollars to zero.
True.
Now, if you want to say that the Bitcoin held to those individuals within the exchange went to zero because they couldn't to pull it out, 100%, I'm with you. But as a market itself, didn't move it. Affected the individuals more so.
Okay, so
I think it's like, fuck my memory.
it's like, damn.
You're right, though. It did drop like 25 grand.
Initially, when the news
broke,
when we first started the conversation, I was thinking, like, Bitcoin was at 60, but no, that's not what happened. Yeah, Bitcoin was much lower, and that's part of what caused.
So the thing is, the year before, Bitcoin was at the peak of 60,
yeah,
61. Exactly year to date of that time.
Okay, true. Damn, time flies.
That's 2021.
Yeah.
The collapse happened in 2022 once prices already dropped.
Yeah, once already dropping. Yeah. Yeah, time does fly. So do you think he deserves the full 110 years?
You see, I felt like he did at the beginning. My emotions have settled more. I don't know if he deserves 110. Do I think he might deserve 50? 40, maybe even 30? Yes. Do I think anyone would either way work with him after the fact? No. Do I think he could maybe find a way to make money after the fact? Probably.
Yeah. He seems like a...
I think people would have been more, or myself, would have been more okay, as you said, is more of the funds weren't recovered and there was more harm to those individuals.
They would want to push for a higher sentence.
Maybe want to push, me, myself included. As of right now, I think 30 to 40 years.
Even though you're not one of the individuals that were affected.
I'm not affected. No. Celsius is the one who I got affected by. We'll just put it out there.
Celsius was...
And even then, I don't know. I know less information about that one just because it wasn't as big.
It wasn't as big, yeah.
And it's hard.
And it's still not as big. It's
hundreds. I think it's a couple billion. Like it's $3 billion hole or something like that. Maybe even less.
It's a lot. Okay, so it's definitely a lot of money that Celsius has. But like by big, I meant like it's not on the radar, on the public radar as much as FTX. Like, I mean, like FTX had the arena here in Miami, like had it named after them. Celsius didn't have anything like that. So if you ask anyone in Miami, they're like, oh, why'd they change the name of the arena again? Well, they have to. So like it's a talking point. Like FTX is a talking point. Celsius isn't. And that's part of the reason why we hear so much about what's going on with SBF, Sam Bankmen, and the whole FTX Alameda situation.
Which he did testify on why he did that play. Like on why he decided to go after the arena, putting the name and doing all that. And it was like essentially like it was a 19-year plan to really push crypto in Miami forward and like build it up, which I do still don't mind that idea.
Well, okay, so
I
think at the base of it, I think he's delusional, but at the base of it, he did want crypto to do better, and he wanted people to be more like informed and to try to like really like push the wheel on that. But with what he did and just managing funds, super corrupt.
Yeah, they stole. Fallout 3, no one's defending that.
Exactly, like
slime bags.
That's the issue. That's like the core issue. his ethics and the way he works isn't
100%.
there.
I think 30, 40 years for him, I'm okay with. I think that's more in a fair sentence. 110 if there was more damages, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm not here saying the people there who probably had hundreds of thousands or a couple thousand or life savings, whatever, aren't affected.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're able to get a majority of it back, I feel like
not too much damage caused.
Less damage because you still don't have access to the funds.
Correct.
Still terrible, but better. True. Also, back on that Celsius thing, Celsius owes users $4.7 billion, and on their balance, and their approximate $1.2 billion in the hole on their balance sheet. This is from just a quick Google search and it says July 17 from CNBC.
1.2 billion in the hole.
Yeah, and they'll use 4.7.
Yeah,
which much smaller number than 8.
Yeah,
but they've been able to recover more.
So they only have like $3 billion
covering the whole. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I do think is the people who testified deserve minimum 5 to 10 years.
Yeah,
because they face a similar sentence to him.
They did face a similar sentence. Absolutely.
So we're gonna, if you went from 110 to 10, and the guy who's guilty is getting 50 to 40, or maybe even 30, getting 5 to 10.
5 to 10. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, in terms of like ratio.
In terms of ratio, it's not too bad.
Yeah, 5 years. I think 5 years wouldn't.
We should try this. They all deserve life. Just to fucking clickbait the fuck out of it.
They all deserve life.
SBF and friends deserve life. Yeah. That's the title.
You guys get this all the time. Live.
It's not live.
Live title creation.
It's in the mixed podcasting creation. Yeah. But that's what I think, and hopefully everyone is able to be made whole. Because right now,
yeah, of course,
as a Celsius bag holder, getting 30 cents on my dollar.
Yeah.
I'll be happy being an FTX holder right now. If I'm honest. I'll be getting a 70 on my dollar.
Yeah, preferred to being an FTX.
Dude, it's completely flipped. Maybe even 90 at the rate they're going.
That's crazy. I mean, I hope they get
they get all of it.
All of it, every cent back.
I hope they go after those dirty politicians who took the $100 million in bribery, campaign funding. I guess if you want to call it that too.
Legalized bribery,
campaign funding. Those $100 million, I hope they all get clawed back, and they tell them you have to give back the $100 million.
Oh, that'd be crazy. That'd be so
fucking priming from their dead hands, essentially.
That would be old people. That would actually be fun to see.
I would love it.
Yeah,
they're not. I'm not saying they should die or anything. I'm just saying they're decrepit. Decrepit politicians. I'm sorry.
I mean, they're politicians, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that me?
No, that was mine. It's on the table.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's everything for them, really.
Yeah.
Bunch of dirty slime bags.
Aren't they all?
I mean, politicians or FTX?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, both. Okay, exactly. That's how we're doing here. My fault.
So, speaking about politics.
What's up?
Today is November 7th. Podcast comes out November 9th. That means yesterday, November 8th, or tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, you said yesterday for Thursday. He's not wrong.
Yeah, November 8th. The Republicans are going to be having a debate in Miami.
To be clear, they're having their GOP debate.
Yeah. Presidential elections stuff being done at the Adrian Arch Center. The people who will be going: Christie, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Vivek
in the house, baby.
Tim Scott. I found this website called Ballotpedia, and it actually shows Vivek's. Well, it shows all of their participation.
Yeah.
In the first and second debate, and Vivek's got the most participation.
What does that mean, participation?
So, like, he's the one who's talking. Like, he's getting a lot of like talk time.
Oh.
Like interjecting, like not interjecting, but like rebuttaling, and like just having.
I think there's a lot of people also attacking him.
Time on the mic, yeah, probably. Yeah. Right after Vivek is DeSantis. Like. Second, third, and fourth are all pretty like close in time. Vivek's the one with the like marginal.
With the most margin. But from the polls I've seen, also I've seen this all on Breaking Points to have that out there, and on the PPD podcast, a lot of the polls are polling that in those really important states, Iowa. I don't know Iowa. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You said the really important states.
I don't even know Iowa. I also say New Hampshire.
Okay.
I think which might be one. I'm not.
So like the states that influence the
elections the most. At their second debate, Nikki Haley did really good in Iowa and in a few other states. She was polling better. And Vivek either stayed the same or gained very little ground.
Yeah, that's more or less what I remember hearing. Like, I remember hearing Nikki did really good on that second debate, but I didn't see any information on how much like traction they got after that.
Who knows?
We'll see.
We'll see how this third one turns out.
Trump's still a candidate, but he's not showing up.
He doesn't want to show up, which is smart on his part.
Yeah, you said that to me the other day. First, you and actually my father also said that, and I was like, I disagreed. But like listening to you guys kind of brought up a good point. There's no need to get the backlash and like
on everything that's going on.
Yeah, make yourself a target.
Yeah.
And when he's pretty much like leading.
Yeah, he's leading the poll. No one's gonna take him over unless everyone drops out and everyone instead of going to Trump, just decides on that one candidate, one other candidate, to put himself in the position of attack.
Yeah.
And then lose probably more ground than gain anything. Doesn't mean I like the guy. I don't.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I stand with Vivek here in this one. Everyone knows I love Vivek.
Yeah, we were just strictly talking.
Just strategy in this situation.
Yeah, so he's actually going to be hosting another event in Hialeah, which is
a city in Miami.
Which is like
a city in Miami.
Yeah. Trump city.
Isn't it? Pretty much, right? There's a reason for that. Everyone there is from Cuba.
He's going to find a lot of supporters there at the Mylander. It's like a
park.
Little park.
It's not little. You gotta say little though. Why you gotta say that, dog?
I don't know how big it is.
Joe, just say the park.
The park.
A little park.
It's a little park. Yeah.
It's a park, man.
I mean, it's no Central Park. That's a big park.
You're messed up, bro. I can't believe you're giving love to New York right now. That's fucked up.
I'm not giving no love. I'm just saying it's not.
Has he said what he's gonna do there, or like it's just like a little rally?
It's just
a rally.
Yeah, it's just like a.
Traffic's gonna suck.
Traffic's gonna suck.
So traffic already sucks here 24 hours a day, but from 5 p.m. to 6, and then from 7 a.m. to 9:30.
So the parking and the lines open for Trump's event at 8 a.m.
Okay. What? Wait. I heard 8 p.m.
8 a.m. in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning is when the lines and parking opens.
And when is the event?
The doors don't open until 2
p.m.?
2 p.m. is when the doors open. And Trump isn't going to get there till 7 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah. So people are
Is it a free event?
General admission tickets. You can register here. Let's see.
I'm not saying I'm going.
You're just curious. I mean, yeah. Oh no, free. You could get tickets.
That's why they have to do it like that, because the amount of people who are going to want to show up, it's absurd.
Yeah, you can only register for 2 tickets per name, like a zip code.
Yeah, makes sense.
Which makes sense. I don't blame it, but like, that's pretty much waiting. If you're there,
you're waiting all day.
Yeah, that's 12 hours.
I wouldn't even park.
You go walking.
Yeah, like I would
Uber.
So I know where the park is. I would park like one of the at the bank at the corner, which is like a block or less away.
Yeah, and then just walk
over there.
But no, I'm sure everything over there is gonna be like closed off.
Oh yeah,
like police are gonna be on.
Not even police. I think the people that live by there are gonna rent their parking, their houses. Parking.
You know how Miami does it. You already know how Miami does it. Yeah.
They're gonna find a way, make money off of that event.
For sure. There's gonna be people selling hot dogs and arepas outside.
The Cubans there are gonna make a bread. Yeah, they're gonna find a way
for sure. But no, traffic tomorrow is gonna be horrible, like all across the city.
Oh, dude, terrible
for sure. Like it's already bad all the time.
Dude. Today, I'm gonna get into it. So today, I was leaving my house at the same time I always do, 8:30 in the morning. So as you know, my house, it's 3 lanes, left, right, a middle lane for you to turn within the complexes, right? So I am facing straight ahead to turn left. I have to jump the left lane and jump the middle turning lanes to get onto the right lane if you're facing it straight ahead, right? Imagine that there is a light at the end, which is probably, you would say, like 120 feet, 130 feet from my house.
Yeah, something like that.
Or maybe like
200.
200 at the most,
200
right?
max, yeah.
200 at the most, between 150 to 200. Imagine the turning left lane, which is...
Oh, no.
Is completely backed up. Passing my house probably another 20 feet.
And the people who are doing left at the light were using up the entire lane.
Up the entire lane. I was unable
The middle lane.
You're using up the middle lane for me to turn left onto the right lane. And at the same time, because everyone's deviating, it's causing the right lane that I want to jump onto to also start getting backed up. So it's just extending. I had to turn right and go a completely different route, which I never go to because it adds like an extra 5 to 10 minutes of my commute. I was so hot. Bro, the entire traffic, I was just cursing the entire traffic time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Not anyone, just out of frustration.
Yeah.
I had one guy who beeped at me because I swerved into his lane because someone swerved into my lane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a battlefield out there.
Hey, bro, driving in Miami is a different breed. I assume like it's like driving in New York.
No, not
worse.
at all. No, I didn't have any issue driving in New York.
Drove in New York?
Yeah.
Within the city?
Yeah, within the city. With like Manhattan, Bronx, all that.
How bad was traffic?
I mean, I don't think it was that bad.
I mean, because you're only going 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not like you're going fast.
So the thing is, here you're going fast and someone stops right in front of you.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's the issue. Because in New York, it's all slow. It's mostly like...
it's just you can't get it.
If you get to 30, I think it's like, okay, well, you got to
we're moving.
Yeah.
So imagine I'm on my way here, and we're on the highway. Bro, the left lane just apparently some reason stopped. I'm in the right lane. A car in the left lane had to swerve onto the emergency lane to not slam into the other car in front of him.
Oh, wow.
I was just like, it's like that today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People be braking on the highway for no reason.
That's why it causes traffic.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that video that it's like, this is how traffic is caused, and it's one car just like slowing down abruptly, and it causes the entire like chain reaction?
Yeah, because like you try to I think what it is like you want to have equal space between the car in front of you and the car behind you. That's like the ideal situation. But then like someone swerves, that space changes.
Yeah, it's a mess.
And then,
So going back to what you said about The Simpsons, as they predicted Trump back in all those years ago.
Yeah.
To tie it back in.
Yeah.
So what did they do last episode?
So
which I assume this episode is not prediction. It's like purposely done.
No. So what happened was they released an episode on Monday, and it was the entire thing was based off NFTs. Essentially, Bart gets turned into an NFT, like physically.
Okay.
Marge got to get in there and save Bart. But the entire thing was about NFTs, and as that happened, like the NFT market started pumping.
He said that to me when I got here, and I told him it's not like that.
It's not because he's saying okay. So the claim is that the Simpsons effect is going up.
And I'm saying it's not. I'm saying coins are going up right now because
it's pumping.
People are saying that a bull run is starting to occur. The bull run is starting. We are in the first. We've passed the first 300 days of the bull run. Is what people on Crypto Banter are saying, who I follow. True or not, I don't know. Until said otherwise, we are starting a bull run.
Well, yeah, we're definitely like
in the beginning.
Yeah, we're ramping
that's what they're
the
saying.
Engines.
Basically, we have 500 days to get our coins before the big.
We're going into what's it called? Spring.
We're going into it.
Yeah.
That is what's caused as it happens in all bull runs.
So
the trend of upness.
Yeah.
Bitcoin first.
Bitcoin's leader.
Altcoins follows. And in this situation, NFTs come after that. As we saw, crypto pumped.
Bitcoin slowed down.
Huh?
Like
Bitcoin was up today at 35 and like 30, it went up to today. Bitcoin reached 35 and 600.
But it's like maintaining those levels now. It's not.
Well, it pumped from the 34.
Yeah,
today.
from the 34. Yeah.
Followed by that, ETH, unsurprisingly, has stayed very consistent. Has not moved very much. While Sol has gone in a month, like the rest of altcoins, except for ETH.
Yeah.
From the $23 mark, $24 mark, 20 to 43 as of today, 44 again, which some of it was towards breaking point, the Solana event that happened last week, and all coins are following that trajectory as of right now.
Yeah,
we're pumping, baby.
Yeah, definitely.
Crypto winter is no longer
coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like
I'm saying it's a combined effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to say give credit to Simpsons? I'm
not trying to say give credit to Simpsons. I'm just saying it's funny how the Simpsons does something, and as soon as they do it, like the real world, like manifests.
You mean the normies?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I was watching Crypto Banter today, and they're making fun because he's saying we're in the bull run, leverage trading is going to start going up, this and that. And he's talking about all these newbies are coming in, and I think you've seen this video. It's the video of the electric fence and like these people from Australia or whatever, and they're just touching the electric fence, getting super shocked and falling. He goes, "That's all the new people getting to leverage trading and burning themselves on it."
Yeah.
I was like, funny.
Yeah, leverage trading can actually like hurt you pretty badly if you don't do it right.
I know I never leverage trade. I do spot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I followed Wall Street bets. People
Fair.
Seen some pretty bad burns.
But continue.
But yeah,
Simpsons
so like right after that, a CryptoPunk went for sale at $1.14 million.
Okay.
Which is like the highest they've been trading for. Like,
did it sell?
Yeah, it sold.
Oh,
like CryptoPunks haven't been like. So I have this
chart.
Yeah, it's CryptoSlam.io, and for the most part, like ETH NFTs are starting to trade higher. So V1 CryptoPunks Wrapped is trading like the highest sold ETH in the highest sold NFT in the last 24 hours is the V1 CryptoPunks Wrapped number 5577 for $189,000. Sold 17 hours ago.
Okay.
And so it's all like CryptoPunks are pumping right now. The top 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 are CryptoPunks. So, like those are, I'm assuming it has something to do with the fact that other one just sold for 1.14 million.
Yeah.
Like it's dragging along the rest. That being said, last week there was also the Apefest. He's talking about Solana event. There was also an Apefest thing in Hong Kong. First time that they do it in Hong Kong, international. They did it 2 years in a row in New York, and they wanted to expand. Yeah, exactly.
Asian markets.
Yeah, Asian markets, pretty much. And it was a success. They had like about 2,500 people show up.
That's a good amount.
It was a pretty good amount.
Let me open my CoinGecko. Continue.
But apes have been pumping too.
Do you know when this was?
The Hong Kong thing?
Yeah, like what day did it start?
The specific dates
If you know.
It was like towards the end of last month, like the last few days.
Oh, last month?
Yeah. 30th. I don't know the exact dates.
Oh, okay. No, okay. Because I was going to say, so ApeCoin, because we're currently back in that bull market mentality where if an event's happening, the coin will pump.
The coin will pump, yeah.
Essentially.
Is that what happened with Solana?
They're saying that's part of it. Like just the fact that the event was happening, it was a really successful event. There was a lot of building behind it, a lot of just great stuff that came out of it. I haven't watched any videos on it or read anything about it, but that's what I heard from Crypto Banter, who went personally. Ran, who does the main show.
Right, yeah.
That's what he talked about. But for an example, last Friday, 27th of October, ApeCoin was at $1.29. Currently sitting at $1.41 since that day, which is didn't happen between that time frame. It has gone up. If you look at the 7-day, it's moved. Does it say the percent? It does not. But whatever, it's moved.
Yeah.
Not financial advice, by the way.
That's not financial advice.
Well, I'm just saying that's currently the trend that's happening. And yeah,
people are making moves on that.
People are trying to. The general rule of thumb is if there's an event,
that coin
will most likely do a bit of a rise.
There was some like I want to say like issues with the Apefest. Apparently something went wrong with the screens, and there was an overexposure of UV lighting. About 15 people went to the hospital and like had severe cases of
burning
in their eyes. Their retinas were like just
fried.
Pretty much fried, yeah.
This is during the day or at night?
No, this was okay. People would be waking up in the middle of the night. Like the event ended, and as they're like in the middle of the night, they couldn't get sleep because their eyes were just on fire. They had impaired vision.
No, I'm saying what screens were they on that caused this to?
Okay, so there's no like they're still like searching and seeing exactly what happened, but
they're investigating it.
Like Yuga Labs is like taking this very seriously. they're saying that it looks like it does seem like it was like a screen thing.
But what screens? I'm like
the ones from the events, like the monitors. I don't know if there's a specific room that took place.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, is there just like random screens all along, like it happened in some events, and
that's
then
why
those screens were just 200?
I couldn't find any information.
Because it should be more than 15 then.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, okay, if it was so bad, then with 2,500 you would assume more people would. But
like, it's 15 people at 2,500. That's not percent.
It could be like very exposed, like that. Those 15 individuals just happen to be in that specific area for longer than the others.
That's still a very low number.
Yeah,
depending how big the event was and everything, of course. Because you said that, I'm like, okay, if you also wore glasses and you had blue light blockers or whatever, that also would diminish the effect. And if you had sunglasses, depending on what time of day it was, a lot of factors.
Yeah, but like 15 people.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. But for the most part,
I'll just say something. I'd rather not. I'll say it. Should put sunscreens in their eye. Would have helped with the UV blocking.
Some sunscreen. I don't think they expected it. Is the thing.
I mean, you can never be too safe out here.
Yeah, you can never be too safe. I don't think putting sunscreen.
I don't need to say it, but please
don't put sunscreen.
Don't be that dumb. I'm gonna say don't be that dumb.
Don't put sunscreen in your eyes.
Because you know how people are.
Yeah, people will actually be like, "Oh, he said it," but you're not a doctor, so.
People are that dumb.
That's crazy because
people were eating Tide Pods.
People were eating Tide Pods.
Tell me how dumb you eat that. You have to be a little dumb to eat a Tide Pod.
Yeah. Or a spoonful of cinnamon.
That's less dumb. You could assume that's food.
Yeah, that is less dumb. That used to be the thing.
But eating a Tide Pod's kind of dumb. That's like drinking bleach. Got to be kind of dumb.
No, you got to be suicidal to drink bleach.
That's what I'm saying. And you wouldn't think a Tide Pod's not the same idea, right?
It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, almost identical.
We can't talk about that S word you said. It really messes up the algorithm. It's like a super big flag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. I didn't know that. It took me a second to realize what S word I said.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, okay.
I just said it because I forgot what podcast I heard it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's
Bro, we're on a tangent right now.
That's interesting.
Jesus.
You want to get back to NFTs?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
Nike has a partner.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Hit the thumbnail.
Hit
the like button.
Since we just messed up the algorithm a little bit, help us out.
Help us out.
Help us out. Yeah, give us a little
Thank
comment.
you for everyone who's been watching. Those clips Alex has been putting out. He's been getting better at it. More will be coming.
More will be coming.
And reels will be on the way as well.
We're getting the ball rolling.
We're trying to get better at this. Slowly but surely.
I'm having fun with it. At least I'm having more fun.
Now back to Nike.
Now back to Nike. Cool. So Nike partnered with this NFT, like it's a digital collaboration called Artifact.
Okay.
They are just decentralized a bunch of artists around, pretty much working with that organization, Artifact, using video game engines to create like 3D models of sorts.
Gotcha.
They have different NFT projects like I don't remember Akuza, not Akuza. I'll remember the name now. But essentially, they're working with Nike to do a drop. They already did this drop, where if you are a holder of one of their other NFTs, you would get the ability to mint a shoe that they're dropping. And that shoe would have like different modifications. Like it comes with like a little, like you could buy the version that has like a little, like a vial that would connect it to the shoe and alter the way it looks. I think it's a really cool thing because they are working on making it like an augmented reality type NFT. They coined this thing called like phygital tokens. So it's like a cross between physical and digital.
And what is it?
So Nike specifically has already dropped like a like sweater hoodie thing where it has like in the back of the hoodie like a QR code of sorts. It's not a QR code, but it's more like of an image that gets recognized by the software, by the software that they're running, and it would pull up like a wings, like digital wings, through augmented reality. And so they're pretty much revolutionizing the the fashion industry and making it more like digitally like advanced, like digitally advanced, technologically advanced, bringing it in the augmented space, the cyberspace, into like the design. So I've seen some things, like I saw someone was like using the, what's it called, their AR phones to show their shoes. So the guy was just like showing off his shoes and seeing how it is like a little canister that you would attach to the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Is all like fidget, like in the cyberspace, so it's not like an actual canister. The design of the shoe would change, and I was like, oh, this looks really cool. Nike's making a bunch of money off of it. So those are like NFTs for artifacts has been reaching about $1.4 billion in trading value.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's a
million?
Billion.
You said
billion.
Jesus.
Like, I think that's over the course of the past year.
Yeah. It's full.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, but then Nike, with the drop of these shoes, have generated $170 million in earnings from the sales of the shoes.
100 and what?
70 million.
Jesus.
Yeah. Because essentially, if you have this drop, you could get the original shoe, which is the Nike Dunk Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
You could get the Nike Dunk Genesis, and then you could get, they have two other color models, and you could get two of each of those other ones. So a total of 5 shoes that you could buy. And a lot of these people are just buying them.
The shoes.
Yeah. Because they're like, okay, I got the
Mm-hmm.
NFT, I got the Genesis shoes, I might as well just buy all the shoes. I mean, I'm pretty sure
the physical shoes.
The physical
How much
shoes.
are those going for?
I think they're like normal price. I didn't see the price for them. I saw some stuff. I was like, so there's this thing that they called forging, where it's like, okay, cool, you have the NFT that lets you claim the actual shoes, and the forging process costs like about $200 US dollars at the time for ETH equivalent. You would forge it with the amount of money with whatever amount of money that you're trying to get, and then you would get the shoes. They'll send out the actual physical shoe. Let me see what that other, because it's a big one. I'm just not good with it.
Like a big drop?
Yeah, like their first thing. Oh, Clone X. So it's like an avatar thing, and what I saw on YouTube was this guy who has a Clone X NFT, pretty much doing the reveal, like the unboxing of the shoes, of the Dunks, right? Is it Dunks, right? Genesis Dunks, Dunk Genesis. And in the camera, he had his Clone X avatar, like, as his face model. So he was like, he was portraying himself as his NFT, showing off the shoes that he bought, the physical shoes, through the access of him being like part of that club with the artifact.
On it.
Yeah. So it was really cool because it shows that like people are like creating like brand loyalty with the NFT space and having just,
well, especially such a big company like Nike, they're gonna definitely want to.
Granted, correct. Yeah.
They're gonna get trading volume just naturally.
Artifact posted a picture
Mm-hmm.
with LeBron wearing one of the shoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see, I don't like that. Not him using it, but the fact that they're. How likely do you think it is
That he bought them?
Yes.
Oh, probably not. Actually, I don't know. Probably not likely. Probably, now that you put it, now that you mention it, probably not likely. Someone might have just given it to him. But nonetheless, he's wearing it, so he must like it. Yeah, but Artifact has been making good money. The Clone X, since they've released, essentially have created the $915 million in value, US dollars. Artifact Monolith, which is another one of their projects, 165 million in volume.
How many?
165. So I told you that they have about $1.4 billion in total like volume, and they're just pretty much breaking it down.
And how many drops they've done?
So yeah, Clonex, Monolith, Clonex Mintvale, the Nike Monolith, and Crypto Kicks, which is the shoes that they just dropped.
Okay. What do the shoes look like? Do you know like type of shoe?
I can't tell you. I don't know what you mean by it. They're like low. They're not ankle height. They're sneakers.
Yeah, but like, are they SBs? Are they Air Forces?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was like, okay, I've seen the extent of your shoe.
Nah, I just didn't.
Of your shoe knowledge.
I just thought you knew what shoes they were.
Nah, not like that.
What's the name again that you said?
Nike Dunks Genesis.
They're Dunks.
Okay. Okay, so my hypothesis was that, but I didn't want to say it overly confident, and then you continue to shit on me anyways. Be like, you don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, they're Dunks.
We'll bring it out. Let me see.
They're Dunks.
Well, they're not too expensive. Okay, these are weird Dunks, but I see what they're.
He's like that. It's like I see the design.
Yeah, they're Dunks. I just put up a picture. Yeah, they're Dunks.
So they come in like 3 different colors. It's the basic one.
I don't like them.
A black one, and then some other one.
They're pretty ugly in my opinion.
You don't like them?
No.
Yeah, those are it.
No, I don't. No, they're a little too bulky for my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea.
Actually, I take it back.
You saw one day likes it.
I did. I don't like that gray color, but in black.
The black one's a good one.
With either red or the black with the purple, look much nicer in my opinion.
I particularly like the black and the purple one.
I did too. I like the black and both of those. I don't like that gray for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The white one?
Gray.
It's gray? Okay. But yeah, Nike's been making some good. I don't know. I saw the augmented reality thing of it, and I was like, that's actually really cool. And I don't think it's going to be something that's super relevant in the near future, but
I do.
50 years from now, it'll be the norm.
Less than 50.
Maybe.
Nah, less than 50.
I'm just being a little generous with the time, I guess.
Less than 50. I think 20.
Like, to me, that's a lot of like
2015.
Like kind of like Hunger Games type stuff.
Why?
Well, remember, you saw the first Hunger Games?
Yes.
When like the 2 people go out on the chariot and it's like fire. It's like they're not actually getting burnt. That's technology, but it's like holograms. It's kind of like the same thing.
Oh, okay. And you're saying it's like the same idea.
Yeah, it's similar. That's how I see it personally.
But that's what augmented reality is.
That's exactly what augmented reality is. You're right.
Nah, I like the black and purple and black. Those are nicer.
So this is like augmented reality for consumer goods. I think what will take off way before that would be augmented reality for commercial use.
Yeah.
Like that will come in way first. Like
probably. Yeah.
I was actually looking at a company called Ox for warehouse management, where you have like warehouse members have glasses or like some type of like device on their like wrist, and it would show them, so, oh, you're looking for these items, you gotta go this way and where to go, packing instructions, all AR.
Okay.
So commercial use, I think, will take off first.
I think it's gonna be a good AR tool, because I don't see many AR. Is not Google, the Apple goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Since they're not VR focused, they're AR focused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are like completely portable. That comes with like a battery that you just put into your bag.
Yeah, as of right now.
I saw a guy take a MetaQuest to the gym.
What? Those also are AR like that?
Yeah. Those, so they have cameras,
but they're like really big.
They're bulky. Yeah, they're big.
The Apple one is more sleek. That's the first gen Apple. Second gen Apple is gonna be crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy took it because he was like, I'm just going to take it and start watching TV shows while he was working out. So he just has a screen of...
I don't know why that annoys me. Honestly, I just saw about it. I'm like, could you imagine someone's doing a lat pull down? All he has is a MetaQuest on his head. He's just trying to do this. He's not even focusing on what he's really doing. Not really. Like, screw that guy. He's taking up space in the gym. Get out of there. Stay at home.
Yeah.
Taking up space.
Yeah. I mean, I would see it if it was like, oh, yeah, like a personal trainer.
Get out of there.
Like,
no, he's annoying me.
because he's watching TV.
If you had a personal trainer, get out of there too. Get a real trainer.
Why?
Because I think you look like a fool with a big ass MetaQuest thing on.
Okay, you reminded me of something. I wasn't going to talk about this because I'm not super informed on it, but I think you might have some semblance of this idea. Apparently, there's this new law that passed that gives NCAA basketball players, college basketball players, their rights to
their likeness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if you could just have your likeness as a personal trainer, that's a marketable thing. Like, you are a personal trainer, like having a virtual trainer, you could just sell that as like licenses to a bunch of different people. It's a company that works at scale. It's a business that works at scale. I'm all about like good markets. I don't think I personally wouldn't shun a guy out of the gym for having a VR set, an AR set.
If he doesn't look like Ronnie Coleman, I would.
So he needs to be jacked.
He needs to look like Ronnie Coleman at peak, squatting 800 pounds.
Jeez.
With 2 to 3 more sets left in the tank.
You talking about the trainer, or you talking about the guy?
The guy using
it. Wait a minute, the guy using it
and
look
that
like
is
that.
coming from a guy who does not look fit at all.
If the person using it doesn't need it, then why use it?
Because he doesn't need it. He just wants to get some extra, tips.
No, at that point it's like.
I'm just shitting on this shit out because I already committed too deep. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say it right now.
It's like the
I'm
idea's
committed.
good.
I'm pot committed.
He's like, the idea's good, Alex, but I'm not.
No, I'm pot committed.
That's fair. I'll give you that. But yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that up because of that.
The NCAA. Yeah, but that's old news.
That is old news. The SEC.
What about them?
That they're looking for crypto experts to help them create legislation and regulation.
Nice, great.
Yeah, great, awesome. They got an issue though.
What's the problem?
They can't find any.
Why? There's so many.
There's so many, right? Yeah. At least you spit a piece of gum out here, and you're
gonna land on someone who knows something.
Here in Miami for sure.
Why can't they find no one?
They have a clause in their like thing where they don't. If you work for them, you can't own any crypto assets.
But they can own stocks and regulate stocks.
Yeah, that's the part that there's a lot of contradictions with this. So like, yeah, that's one of them. Like, you can own stocks and regulate stocks, but you're not allowed to own crypto and regulate crypto. I guess they say it's like a conflict of interest, but there's obviously conflict of interest with the stocks. But then like at the same time,
the people who legislate, create regulations and laws for the stock market, securities, and other things that own them can regulate them. But the people who own crypto cannot regulate their own assets.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we have people in politics who can also buy stocks and create legislation around the companies that will govern those stocks and companies.
Yeah, that would affect.
Yo, get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to hire crypto
bunch
experts,
of dirtbags.
but they don't want them. Yeah, they don't want them owning crypto. It's really bad. Like, it doesn't make sense at all.
So how are you gonna get an expert in the field without having a field experience?
You can't. That's not a thing.
So they want people who know nothing about crypto to regulate crypto so they can do whatever they want?
Well, that's what their policy is endorsing. Like, if they didn't have that policy, then they could get actual crypto experts to regulate this brand new asset class. But since that policy says you can't own, and on top of that, it's also fair to mention that no crypto expert that is looking for a job at the SEC is willing to part ways with their crypto holdings either.
No.
None of them. Like,
they can hire Sam.
Yeah.
If they really want someone.
Yeah, if he
doesn't hold any crypto at this point.
If he's willing to never hold it again while he's working for the SEC.
I don't think Sam should be allowed to hold crypto anyways.
I don't know if he should be allowed to work for the SEC.
Why not? He fits right in.
This guy cracking jokes.
I think he fits right in. He's a slime bag like the rest of them. 2 peas in a pod.
It's peas in a pod. Birds of a feather.
Ese mismo.
flock together.
Is that how that goes?
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together.
That's no way.
Yeah. You never heard that one?
No. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you got the same feathers, you fly together.
I didn't know that.
Those are
okay. Well, damn. The more you know.
the more you know.
Is there anything else? Or you're out of there?
I think last time for the SEC, no.
Ah.
That's all I got. Yeah, they're struggling. They're struggling to find some people.
You can apply.
No, I'm not gonna let go of my crypto.
Just give it to me.
It's true. That's fair.
I'll hold it for you.
That's fair. But that's the other thing is like, how are they gonna know? Like, crypto's like synonymous. If you do a good job,
Pretty synonymous.
you could.
Not even really. You don't need to do a good job.
You don't even do a good job.
Do you hold crypto now? No, I sold it all. Where did you sell it? I don't know. I lost access to my wallet. I forgot the password.
I don't know. Yeah.
Can you prove that?
No, you can't. That's the other thing.
I mean,
You know what? I might apply.
You want to know something? On Rand's show this morning, he wrote it. He didn't write. He talked about a guy who lost access to his ETH wallet.
Mm-hmm.
How much ETH do you think was within the wallet?
Oh, wait, I've heard stories like this. I've heard stories.
But how much do you think? Give me a number.
$1 billion.
Okay. Half.
Okay, 500 million. That was originally I was gonna say $500,000, but then I was like, let's just double it.
He lost access to a ETH wallet holding just about 470 million.
Wow.
Worth of ETH.
Is that current?
Current prices.
Current prices. Wow. Okay.
It's just about
Mhm.
250,000 ETH.
Wow.
He lost his keys.
Damn. $250,000.
He's
ETH.
willing to pay anyone half if they're able to recover it.
Yeah, I would absolutely do that too. Be like, if you could recover this for me.
Dude, and just like, there's not getting this back.
No.
Not without the keys, of course.
No. There's no way.
And then Rand promptly promoted a company that stores the private keys in a shattered 3 format.
Okay.
So you hold 2 parts of it, and they hold 1.
Okay.
And you always enter with your username and password. That's your 2 parts. And if you ever lose access to one of those 2 parts, if you have the other, it's you use their part to get in.
Yeah. It's a multi-sig.
It's
Uses 2.
Which he's like, this is the best way to do it.
Yeah,
because
it's a good way. Definitely a very, very good way.
He says best because like the fear of losing your keys truly is
terrifying.
He goes, I wouldn't sleep at night.
Yeah, I would not be able to live with myself if I lost my keys. Especially if you lose like your cold storage keys for like your like actual like
that's what
savings.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because how many stories of people losing it, misplacing it is.
No, I mean that's part of the reason why we've lost so much Bitcoin. People just mismanaged their keys and they've lost it.
Mismanagement. Like anything could happen.
Yeah.
So
I say mismanagement because there's things. It's a new business.
No,
economy.
there's really no way of storing it unless you remember it, all of it, and then there's the fear is you forget it.
Well, memory's not good. It's not valuable.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, you write it on a piece of paper. For an example,
okay,
you put it in a safe within your house.
Mm-hmm.
Your house catches fire.
Fireproof safes.
It's proven to an X amount. It burns through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone.
Or water damage.
Mm-hmm. You put it in a safety deposit box. You cannot get access to the bank. You can't get in.
Yeah.
You split the key.
That actually happened to someone.
I believe you. You split the key phrase in 2 halves.
Mm-hmm.
You lose 1 half.
Mm-hmm.
You split the key phrase into 4 parts
Mm-hmm.
with in halves though. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 and 8, or whatever, 12 and 12, and you do it twice.
But that's also problematic.
That's all right.
It's also problematic because now you have like if someone finds so like let's say you split it in half.
Yeah, if someone finds 1 half,
they only have to guess the other half.
Yeah, it's like how can you truly like store this?
When it comes to risk management, it's all about give and take. It's like what are you willing to risk and what are you willing to.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like there is truly no good way. Like
it's all subjective. It's all about how you want to do it.
There's no foolproof way of storing it.
There are like rust resistant metals.
But someone can find that.
Someone can find it.
Someone breaks into your house.
Yeah, so you gotta hide it.
But
you gotta hide it. Dig a hole. Find a hole.
What if someone digs it up looking for lost treasure?
Also true. Do it on your own property.
What if someone breaks into your house? like
No. What do I know?
No.
Then we could take this 1,000.
There's a gas
ways.
leak. You have to dig it up.
Your septic tank overflows.
Dude, it's just like there's no good way of doing it.
There's so many ways. It's just that's like the ugly truth of
Holding your keys
of crypto. Yeah. Is that you are truly responsible for your asset. There's no one that you could blame if something goes on wrong. It's because you didn't cover all your bases.
Because even that company holding like the phrase the holding it shattering 3 parts, company goes bankrupt. They get hacked. They get stolen. Like
they have one of your seed phrases.
They have one.
Yeah, one of the parts. Yeah,
it's just like, dude. There's no.
It's not a seed phrase. It's actually like one of the private keys.
Yeah. What's the Rogan? It's not Rogan, but I hear it on Rogan a lot. It's there's no good solution, only compromises.
Yeah, that's a good saying. That's pretty much how it is.
That's what it is.
There is no
it's
good
just
solution.
compromise.
Just
how you want to
compromise.
store it.
Yeah, exactly that. It is what you're okay with, and then hope that odds are in your favor. Yeah.
I got to tell you something off air. I just remembered to add to this topic.
Okay. There's an article I've been meaning to read that has something to do with signatures. I'm gonna read it, and I'll see if it's relevant for the next episode, because it's kind of similar to like this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. We said something about last week of X wanting to do dating.
Yes.
Elon also told his employees that he wants X to replace banks.
Yes, that was a while ago. We talked about that.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
This is my issue with you. You don't have good retention.
I don't remember talking about him. I mean, explicitly talking about it.
This I know where
I'm running it back. Okay. Yeah.
You remember now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember which episode it was, but it's vague. Yeah. So it's true. It's they're trying to make a super app, trying to replace all like basic services, make it all available there. But he wants it to be available within the next year.
Yeah, I did.
Which is something that I didn't know.
Well,
like we did talk about how he wants to implement a bunch of things. But I just found out that he wants it within the next year, by the end of next year.
Want to know something else Elon did?
What did he do?
He created his own chat GPT, Grok or Grok, Grok.
Grok.
Yeah.
I heard it. I didn't know that was AI.
Yeah.
I saw like a meme. I was like, what the heck is Grok?
Yeah. Elon, this is a CNBC article. Elon Musk debuts Grok, AI bot to rival Chat GPT and others. Well, I didn't say and others. I said that. So the name is XAI. Elon Musk's new AI venture launched its first AI chatbot technology named Grok. The prototype is in its first 2 months of training and is only available to select groups of users before a wider release. Musk is positioning XAI to compete with OpenAI, Inflection, Anthropic, and others.
Interesting. And that was released what?
It's in its first 2 months of infancy.
Okay,
let me read this to you. The prototype is in its early beta phase, only 2 months in its training, and it's available to select number of users to test out before the company releases more widely. Users can sign up for a waitlist for a chance to use the bot. Eventually, Musk said on X, Grok will be a feature of X Premium, which costs $16 per month.
Okay.
Adding an incentive to pay for X.
Yeah.
To create cash flow.
Absolutely. Yeah. I could see that happening.
And I can see people be paying for it.
Yeah.
Especially since it's
I would pay for that more than like I would cancel ChatGPT for Grok.
It's $4 cheaper.
It's $4 cheaper, and there's a whole platform associated with it.
Yeah. And I'm assuming they're going to also use open training data from Twitter. Oh, formerly known Twitter, X.
For X, yeah. That's cool. That's actually really cool. I think that'll be very interesting to see how X evolves after that.
Yeah.
This whole thing with Twitter, it's changing fast.
Well, apparently lost half its evaluation.
Recently?
Yeah, like they said it's no longer worth 44 billion, it's worth like $20 billion dollars. Subjectively.
Yeah. Markets. Why is it down? Half.
Because Elon owns it.
Because Elon owns it.
How is the app going to be down if it was already losing money beforehand, before they bought it? Right? That's why they sold it, because it's worth, like, they keep paying an optional price for it. That wasn't worth the price because it was, whatever. And it has technically, from what Elon has been saying, it has more users now than it did when Twitter was ran by.
And it's lost half that makes zero sense then.
Yeah. And he still has advertisers. You have X Premium. I don't think it has. I think they're pushing a narrative.
Yeah, like there's someone pulling some strings there.
The funniest part was everyone's like, "I'm gonna leave Twitter if Elon Musk buys it."
No one's left Twitter.
And no one's left Twitter. Well, yeah. Anything else to add?
I mean, I don't know if it's relevant. Okay, so we were talking about Twitter and people going to Twitter or X. Tucker Carlson.
What's up with him?
I saw a interview.
Oh, with Theo Von?
With Theo Von.
Oh, was that with Theo? Well, yeah, I haven't seen the episode, but I know he was on with Theo.
It was good.
People liked it.
I liked it. I'm not a Tucker fan.
And you barely know who Theo Von is.
And I barely know Theo, yeah, but it was a good, I think it was very informative on who they are as people and like their background and like just them. I mean, it's two dudes. They're much older than I expected them to be.
He was in his 40s, right?
He was in his 40s and Tucker's in his 50s.
Yeah.
But like they got like younger energy. They're up with it.
Well, Theo's sober.
Theo is sober. 18 months.
Yeah.
Something like that. They were actually talking about it in that they were talking about sobriety. I think Tucker used to do cocaine.
Probably. What was he popping in the podcast that he told me?
Zins.
Bro, how many did he take? Tell me within
the tour. I lost count. I just saw him popping. I think I saw him pop 2 within like a 10-15 minute span.
And they're not the weak ones.
No, I think they were 3 milligrams.
I don't believe it.
I think I saw 3. If I remember correctly, I think I saw 3.
Imagine he was popping 12 milligram ones.
That's crazy. But no, he was just popping them. I was like, and he actually like endorsed it like in there. He was like, these things are awesome.
I mean, Huberman talks about Andrew Huberman, neuroscientist. Check out the Huberman podcast. He was with Chris. He talks about like how nicotine is actually good for the brain, like as a stimulant.
Yeah, it's extremely stimulant.
It doesn't mean like smoking or anything, but like nicotine patches, stuff like that. Like if you want nicotine, it's like really good stimulant for the brain. He also says be cautious. Nothing in overages is good.
When I used to like hit nicotine vapes like crazy, I was the skinniest I ever was.
You were anorexic. Not really, but you looked
close. I was pretty close compared to me now.
I told you that though. I'm like,
I saw a picture of like back then and now. I was like, God damn, I was like skinny. Like, I was a little.
I was thinking because your parents feed you now.
I was a little twig, and then I realized, to try to like cut weight, you could take some nicotine if you want, or it's also good for like focus.
Because nicotine also cuts hunger.
Yeah, it's because it's like firing off the dopamine receptors in your brain.
Yeah,
like,
you need dopamine from somewhere else.
Yeah. But no, he was just popping it. Tucker was just popping them back. I was like, damn, this guy is.
It was uncomfortable. You have to have it in their mouth like for a while.
Yeah, I've tried dip before. Dip is really bad.
It's disgusting.
That shit's disgusting.
I saw a guy in Orlando, like in Disney World one time, Disneyland, I mean, using one and like taking it out of his mouth like with his finger and throwing it into like the haunted mansion grass.
Ugh.
And I felt so disgusted.
Yeah.
Like I was like, you're a pig.
Yeah,
I was like, you're a filthy animal.
Yeah, you just threw it on the ground. No decency. Didn't throw it in the trash. I mean, it's biodegradable.
Yeah, but just the
like the issue I have with like cigarette butts is those aren't biodegradable. That's plastic.
So my issue wasn't that. My issue was just like the nasty of him like shoving his finger in the part and just like putting it in
and keeping on with his day.
No, putting more in like a fresh batch.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, where your finger been all day?
Where's your finger gonna go after that?
And when then like, you're gonna touch things that other people aren't gonna touch, I just felt disgusting.
Yeah, I absolutely understand that. Yeah, I tried dip one time, and taste was bad. The buzz was insane, like stupid extreme head rush.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, nicotine.
We're not endorsing this, by the way.
No endorsements here. Nicotine just causes major headaches. That much I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Tucker Carlson and Theo Von was a good. I particularly liked once it got to the hour mark. Then
That's typically where people start to flow good.
yeah, they're getting into it. I was like, okay. I haven't finished it yet actually, but it was.
Yo, you take like 4 days to watch one episode, like an episode.
I started watching it today. Okay, so
Okay.
I actually did pretty good.
And the podcast is 2 hour long.
It's 2 hours.
And you just told me you got good at the 1 hour mark.
Yeah. So I'm like,
I would have finished it by now.
yeah, but we're not all you. We're not all you. We love podcasts, but you love them extra.
I'm a true concierge?
Connoisseur. Critic.
Critic. I don't critique.
You don't critique it?
No, just listen.
You just okay. You're a connoisseur then.
I don't critique because who am I to critique? They're doing something that's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to hold a conversation.
Yeah, you're telling me. You're a natural. You do that really good.
It's hard to hold a conversation. It's not. So I'm not. I don't like that when you say that, because this is why. It's not just holding a conversation. It's holding a conversation in front of a camera and then trying to be entertaining for yourself and the people maybe watching.
Yeah, that's true.
Without boring them to death. I mean, like, yo, this is garbage.
Yeah, yeah. You want to keep it relevant.
No, high energy.
Yeah.
Like, you need to bring a whole vibe to
it. It has to be valuable.
PBD says it's good. Like, it has to be valuetainment.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be value and entertainment all in one.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's actually really, really good way. Yeah,
so that's why his
he named it. Yeah,
valuetainment.
Valuetainment. Very.
Like, it's just a lot. Like, it takes work.
It does take work. Again, props to everyone who's like seasoned at this and like really good at it.
Because you only see the good, like the people who are great. Like it's very rare you catch a podcast at its infancy. Like I haven't caught no podcast at its infancy.
No,
none, not even Flagrant.
Oh wow,
I got Flagrant like a year in.
Okay.
And as I watched Brilliant Idiots when Andrew produced Flagrant.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you were watching Brilliant Idiots,
and I wasn't watching Flagrant.
And Andrew was talking about Flagrant.
Yeah, he started Flagrant while I was watching. I just never jumped on.
Wow.
Then I jumped on midway, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is great."
A year later, I want to say midway, but yeah, a year later. Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming we're wrapping up at some point.
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz is going to perform in Madison Square Garden
When?
May 4th, 2024.
You already announced it?
They already announced it. Tickets sold out immediately in 90 minutes.
Okay.
Like they were like.
Yeah, gone.
That.
Were you able to cop?
No. He had a second show. I didn't have Ticketmaster ready or nothing. I didn't know like it was gonna be Ticketmaster, none of that.
Yeah.
They sold out immediately though.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You found any on the secondary market?
I didn't. I haven't looked. I haven't touched it.
Yeah, you gotta wait. You're gonna have to wait because people are expecting to go.
Yeah. You
gotta wait like a month or two.
I think this one's gonna be more of a. Tickets are not gonna be resold as often.
No.
In my opinion.
No, probably not. I mean, Andrew's a big name.
I think big names so. I don't think it's because he's a big name.
His fans are also diehard fans.
Yeah, like I see more Bad Bunny tickets going for resale.
Yeah, for sure.
People are trying to scalp that.
For
versus
sure.
Here, I think people want to go.
See Schultz
perform in New York.
100%.
Because people who are gonna buy those tickets are people who followed him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you told me you're like the second he announces that I'm gonna go for the ticket. He's like, I don't care who comes, I'm getting one.
Yeah, it's difficulty.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't. It's not like you didn't want to, or you didn't try, or you didn't.
No, I pulled up. You need to get a queue. You need to log in. I was like, I was mid at work. I'm like, I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah.
I thought this would be like a regular drop of tickets. It was not.
No.
Like tickets were in so high demand that Ticketmaster threw up a pop screen saying tickets are in high demand. There may not be availability, or whatever you're looking at may be gone.
Oh wow.
Like that.
Like that.
Yeah, I think they may have sold out faster than Bad Bunny's tickets.
Probably.
Possibility. But I want to say that because it gave me, like, what's up?
For sure. Oh, you want to wrap up then?
Yeah.
Cool, because I got nothing else.
Well done. It's been another week sometime. Oh, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Follow.
Comment. Give us a
feedback.
Throw us a question.
Throw us over garbage.
Don't do that.
I mean, why not? We need to know if we're garbage, so we need to know we can get better.
You're right. Yeah, let us know.
Even though Alex doesn't read comments, it takes him like 3 days to read them.
I just read some comments before this episode. What are you talking about?
Tell me why you read them. Tell the audience why you read those comments.
Because that video was posted this weekend, and you were like, check it out. And I was okay.
Hey, okay. William said check it out. William told him you should check it out. Thank you. Like, subscribe, follow. We'll be back for another episode next week.
Your favorite crypto podcast.
Sometimes Crypto.
The Unscripted.
Crypto Podcast.
Yo.
Hey, yo.